evening? What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
This is Sir Ford, aka Ninja Ford. And remember, you are watching Pinky and the Brain talk show. And this is definitely a talk show with a difference. So make sure you subscribe and share. Pinky and the Brain. Take over the world. Yeah, man. Some days when I feel like the pressure is on, I keep on praying, hoping someday I'll make it. Yes, I'm gonna smile again. Yeah, Pinky and the Brain, whoa, whoa.
You want to party, yeah. You never went to fete till you party, yeah, yeah, yeah. And everybody, yeah, girl, roll your body there. And nobody knows why we choose to drink all day. Nobody cares if they have plenty bills to pay. Cause
all right.
For that, it's not the place for that.
Night, everybody. It's your girl Prestige ATM on the ones and twos here.
And this is your boy Platinum, the money making machine.
Right, and we're welcoming you to the Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. Wow. So first of all, it's Sunday, April what? 9th?
The 9th.
Sunday, April 9th. 2023, it's Easter Sunday.
Woo!
So we are wishing everybody out there happy Easter Sunday.
Yes.
And hope your day went well, your holiday went well, your weekend went well, and everything went nice with your family and your friends, and you had a very, very good and lovely time.
That's right.
So Platinum, how was your Easter holiday? How was your Easter weekend?
Oh, my Easter weekend? All right. Okay.
It was okay, good.
Yeah,
Did you cook today?
No.
All right, that's another story. All right. Well, as always, I'm happy to be here with my co-host and you guys.
Yes.
And of course, I have to highlight New York City skyline.
Yeah.
All right, it's looking very, very beautiful, and the Empire State Building is glowing. All right.
Yeah.
So we are definitely in the building. We're here to pump. We're here to have some fun. It's a holiday
Easter,
weekend.
Yeah, Easter
holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So no bad, negative, drooping vibes tonight.
Do you know the reason why I didn't cook?
Why?
They say God will provide. So I just call God for the cell phone and say, yo, hungry, you know what? We are cook. I say, Jesus will cook. I say, hey, but Jesus will cook. I steak. I say, hey, them send some come give me. I know.
Oh no, he didn't resurrect.
No, we not get it.
Yeah, he didn't resurrect to bring it for you. Oh my gosh, you're something else. Well, don't worry, something will work out.
Yeah.
You'll get something to eat. Don't worry yourself.
Yeah.
So, the viewers out there, as I said before, welcome, and we hope that everything is working out well for you.
Yeah.
Right? So tonight, we're taking a different approach.
Yeah, what's your approach?
Last night we discussed we had a very touchy, sensitive topic which we discussed about sexual abuse and what's not.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people enjoying and like the program. Big up to Pamela in Jamaica. Hi, Pamela.
Spanish Town today.
Oh wow, Spanish Town. I visited Jamaica in 2008, and I had the opportunity to see
where you go?
To see Spanish Town. That's with the prison and all that.
Yeah.
Right, they were taking me little tours and stuff, so I have an idea of Spanish Town.
Dangerous place, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Well, I didn't feel any danger.
Yeah. No, Spanish Town is cool.
Yeah.
Away from Kingston.
Yeah.
Kingston is the more place, the more violent place. Right. Spanish Town is easy with their violence, but
nice.
Kingston, whoa.
Right. Well, I had a ball.
You had a ball?
Yes, I had a ball.
You met a Kingstonian or a St. Catherine?
No, I just traveled through. I just went all over Bob Marley. I visited the Bob Marley house, the museum, and all these different things. I had fun.
You gonna look for
Down
Bob?
River Fall and all that. I saw the bullet holes in the walls that they shot at him in the house. You never visited there?
No.
And you're from Jamaica?
Can't look for no man. You're crazy.
Oh, okay, Platinum. Let's begin the show. Lord, where are we going with this?
What kind of money I tell you to go look for?
The man died.
Yeah, me know.
All right, let's jump into the show because you're going to take this a whole nother level. All right, so there's one of my favorite songs playing there, Nadia Batson, Endurance.
Yeah.
And this is what we need tonight to push.
One thing's for certain, we don't really need no man. All I know how to keep the heart racing.
You told me that Trini, you know.
I got you covered.
Listen to what the woman is saying.
Wow, what should I say?
All night long, yeah, we do the thing now. You and me, we feel bold up.
Whoa, yo, yeah, so nice.
Oh my God. The Pinky and the Brain Talk Show, definitely nice vibes, all right? So tonight, Platinum.
Yeah, right, true.
Woo, we're going to be touching on a very, very touchy topic.
Yeah.
But we're going to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Still making sure we respect people to a degree.
Yes.
But at the same token, we're not going to butter up everything because we have to bring it out and we have to speak our mind in good taste.
Yeah, we don't.
All right? So tonight, the topic, Platinum, it's on the screen there.
Oh, God. Wow. You're turning me into a big reader now. I shall become a reader, man. You know?
Reading literacy.
Yeah.
Reading literacy. You're going to be a reading literacy specialist. Go ahead.
Wow. All right. Let's try it now. Is the pastor destroying my relationship?
Certain, we don't really need no man. All I know how to keep the heart racing.
Go Platinum. Go Platinum. You're getting there. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're asking the question. Is the pastor destroying my relationship? Is the pastor destroying your relationship? This is what we want to find out tonight. And people might say, oh my gosh, are they serious?
Yeah.
These two are something else. Why they want to choose and jump on this type of topic? Because it's something to talk about.
Yes, and it's reality.
Of course, it's something to discuss. It's something to talk about. So tonight we're going to spread open everything about it. We're going to jump in and we're going to discuss. Mm-hmm. All right? So Platinum.
Yeah.
We're going to start with me asking you this question.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
What is your take on having a wife or a girlfriend and she's fully committed to the church? She really spends time at home. This woman goes to church at least 5-6 times a day. As a man, right? Let's turn down the music a little bit.
Yeah.
As a man, if you were in a predicament or a position like that, how do you think you would handle or deal with that situation? Remember, now this chick gets up. I know a lot of churches have different services.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you might have a 9 a.m., you may have a 12 noon, you may have a 3 o'clock, you may have a 5 o'clock, you may have a 7 o'clock, you may have a 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Why don't she cook my food before she leave the house?
Okay.
Yeah, why don't she cook the breakfast? And leave it in the microwave or leave it on the stove. Me and I good. And she come in and she cook the dinner and go back at church. Me and I good. Give me some time to myself. Go to church.
Okay, so you don't have a problem if your woman is gone all day.
No, you're mad. Give me some time. I want to watch my TV.
But Platinum, this happens every single
day.
Sunday, or it happens sometimes they have 3-4 times during the week that they would attend church, and then they on a Sunday, they kill it.
Yeah, but make them go to church. Give me my space. I need my space.
Okay, but what I'm trying to understand is because there are men out there. The reason why we're discussing this is because there are men out there who are complaining, right?
Yeah, what do I say?
They are complaining and they are indicating and stating that it's too much because they are involved with women, they are married to women, and apparently now. These are 1 or 2 men that I ran into having discussions and they spoke.
Yeah.
Right? They are indicating that they are getting very tired and it's becoming very uncomfortable that sometimes they want to spend quality time with their wives.
So want to Saturday on Friday.
By the time the woman gets in, by the time she's done with church, right?
Yeah.
She is tired, she's exhausted. So to give him attention or to be intimate with him, or to do certain things for him or with him, it's null voided. She cannot, she does not. Right? There's one particular gentleman, I'm not calling his name, but he encouraged me to discuss it on his behalf.
Okay.
Because he is feeling that he could express how he feels through me, through our platform with us,
yeah.
where other men who, in his mind, he believed are sharing the same issues and views with him. So he said, Prestige, I know you're pretty good at what you do. Take my situation, put it out there, and see how people will respond, because I know a lot of men out there are going through the same thing.
Can I interject?
Sure.
When are you going to see him again? You see him all the time?
Well, maybe on my way to work I might run into him.
All right. Tell him to give him phone and scroll through him phone. If him not have no Instagram on him phone, then put Instagram on him phone, and Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is he putting it?
Then I scroll through. And I go see some hot, sexy girls. Him not gonna have no time for him wife again. Him must have gone to church. Instagram. You see my squirrel. Scroll through Instagram. Lord, a girl is fat. God help me. Jesus Christ. Yes.
So then you're encouraging this poor man to stray.
Yeah, me I encourage him to stray.
Platinum, I don't think that's a wise advice.
Yeah, why? Your woman is going to church 3 times a day. Every Sunday. For three service. That means this woman do not have no interest in you. She do not like you. She like Jesus more than she like you. I remember say Jesus can't caress her, you know.
Right.
Probably the man want to kiss one on the nipple. I said, no, oh, baby, chill. This is for Jesus. I just said,
Oh gosh. Why?
what?
Oh my gosh. Right.
Yeah, you have to tell him, put Instagram and Facebook on it.
On his phone.
Okay, yeah, and YouTube, put YouTube on his phone.
So then that would be somewhat his companionship.
Yes,
A
that's
substitute.
Yes.
Which I highly believe a lot of men who are in this situation, they are already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They're already performing that act, depending on using their phone. If regular men do it, who are with regular women who don't attend church, far less for the men who their wives are gone all day, or their partners are gone all day.
Yeah.
And you know men like attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about his TV and his remote. He would want to sit down and talk with you. He would want to sit down to the dinner table and have dinner with you.
But suppose she want to have dinner with him.
Well, are you so wrapped up in your supreme being? That's how I will highlight what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Are you so wrapped up in your supreme being that you are neglecting your husband? And even if the man mentioned it to me and encouraged me to talk about it, I can remember as a little girl growing up, I would notice and observe people around me exhibiting this type of behavior. There were a lot of women who would go to church all day long, and then eventually their relationship started fizzling out and the relationship ended.
Yeah.
The men, you could probably recall in Jamaica as well, the men left, or even if they stayed, they started cheating, they started sneaking.
Yes.
And then her head, which was once held up high and mighty and walking the road, people started shushing and discussing and talking.
Right.
So now she's walking with her head bent.
Yes.
Right?
Because of Jesus.
Oh gosh. Now, Platinum,
Yeah.
let us prepare ourselves for some wicked backlash with this topic tonight.
No,
Yeah,
but
we are going to get it. But
it's
we are
real.
talking facts.
Facts, yes.
And a lot of adults, Christians, non-Christians, we don't like to take accountability for the truth, right? We don't like to accept and sit down and say, you know what, I think such and such, they have a point. And let me make some changes. Let me make some adjustments. Right?
Yeah.
In regards to my partner, in regards to my husband. You can't like church so much, lady.
Yeah.
You can't like church so much that you are just wrapped up in this church all day long. And well, I'm not saying all of them, let's be clear. Maybe you have a percentage globally who really prepares and take care and follow all the duties. But at the same time, you're going all day.
I'm going to give you a joke.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give you a small joke.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's gonna watch a YouTube channel and hear what I said.
Right.
And we're not gonna call her name. I put her out here.
Right.
Right. This was a girl that I really check for.
Right.
Check for her, I love her. As my partner.
Right.
In that time. Right? I guess one day she go to church and the pastor said something to her. I don't know what Wim said, but sex cut off. No more sex.
Wow.
When we in the car driving, me I play my little 1 and 2 music. Me just see the station switch.
Without her asking.
Yes. The station just switch over to Christianity. Somebody say, wait, baby, you know, hear me and listen to something. I drop me, you know.
Right.
Drop in to work in the morning. Say, baby, you know, hear me and listen to something. Somebody switch it back and she switch it back. Somebody say, all right, do your thing. And it was just Christian music the whole way to work.
Right.
Somebody just stop, ask her if you drive me to work. Me just start catch the bus. Yeah.
Because it's her vehicle.
Yes.
But at the same token, she's not being understanding and
Yes.
trying to be a good partner by sharing in that manner.
And
She just took control over of everything because in her mind, it's my car, it's my vehicle. Right.
And everything was Christianity. Every God Almighty
Right.
was what the pastor says.
Right.
And I don't know what happened to the pastor. The pastor getting some mix up in the church. The pastor was looking at a woman in the church and she turned back up whirly and I said, wow.
Right.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. And this is why we throw the question out: is the pastor destroying my relationship? Because what we are seeing here and globally for many women, they attend church. Now there are the women who may be a percentage of women, they go to church looking and hoping they find someone. That's like some type of dating service, in my opinion.
Yes.
They try not to make it look like that. But a lot of women, especially when they get to a certain age, they will pass, they will grind, they will bump, dance, soca, dance hall, whatever, in their 20s and 30s. And by the time they start crossing 40s, going into 50s, all of a sudden, woo, they evolved into something else.
Yes.
And they started turning to church. Maybe things didn't work out with the husband and the past relationships, and now they need somebody they don't have, and they turn to church, hoping that they can find. Now, people out there, you may beg to differ, but a lot of us know it's the truth. They turn to church, they turn to religion, hoping a lot of times to find a nice gentleman in the church. Mind you, the percentage of men who are attending church are very, very small.
Yeah.
You have more females in church than men, right or wrong?
You're right.
Right?
You're right,
So the
yes.
percentage for women attending church, it's minimal. The percentage of men, who are attending church, it's minimal. You have a whole bunch of women going to church.
Yes.
And a lot of them, as I said, one of the main reasons is not just to serve the Supreme Being. It's not only to socialize. It's not only to sell cakes and bun and all these things.
Yeah, foolish is that.
Another reason is looking for a partner, and
Yeah.
nothing is wrong with that.
What, selling bun and...
No, looking for a partner in the church.
No, nothing is wrong
Absolutely
with that.
nothing is
Selling
wrong
the
with
bun
that.
and this and the orange and... A foolish is that. You're making money for the church. You're not making no money for yourself.
Well, I understand that
Yeah,
too.
me not do that.
Right.
If me go to church today, it's a local man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So if you start going to church today, to look for a woman.
Yeah, me I go look for a woman in a church.
Right.
Me not look for... Me not go to go because of Jesus. And me not go to because I want to become a Christian. I saw our woman me I look.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you would be considered a man of the world because they have a way they classify everything.
yeah, the
you
world,
would be
yeah.
considered a man of the
world.
world,
But me not
right?
get baptized.
Okay. All right. Well,
Me I look for bring her go to my house and me and her saka with my condom.
oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, platinum, go light, mash
Yeah.
bricks. Okay, so the reason why, as I said, is the pastor destroying my relationship.
Of course.
You come now that some of these pastors, there are certain things that they say to these congregation, which are predominantly females. There are certain things they tell them. There are certain things they say. Mind you, this gentleman, this pastor, he has a wife,
Yeah.
the first lady.
Yes.
Most pastors, whatever you call them, they often have a partner at the side. So while they are telling these women whatever they are explaining and oh gosh, I'm not a big preacher or anything, but I think it goes along the lines of telling them that, believe in your supreme being, He's the only one that can make way for you. He's the only one who can love you. He's the only one who can be a good provider for you. Forget man. Man, what, along, I mean, me and no big preacher, but along those lines, they tell these women these things. And these women begin starting believing. Mind you, some of them have husbands at home. Some of them have boyfriends, some of them have partners at home, and you listen to this nonsense from this pastor. Mind you, the pastor, he has his woman.
Yeah.
And a lot of times she's up there fanning.
Yeah.
Right? With her big broad hat.
Yeah.
And nicely dressed and decked. And she knows she has her man.
Yeah.
Right? So you are taking the advice from this pastor who has his person, his wife. And I think a lot of time it contributes and it destroys relationships.
Yes.
Because you are taking what this pastor is telling you. I always say the closest thing for human beings to believe of their supreme being is a pastor. Right?
Why is that?
Because he's the one who they believe are delivering and giving them all the sermons and the services and reading the Bible and explaining and saying certain things to them. So when all is said and done, the pastor is the closest thing that they actually are physically in communication with, that is an equivalent somewhat to their supreme being.
Right.
So anything, he has full control.
Yeah.
Right? Is it similar to a cult? Maybe in some way, because you have cults as well. Right?
Yeah.
So he has full control. And as I said, most of the congregation in these churches are females. Right? It's not men. Maybe long ago you find a lot of men would go to church, but now it's a new time, it's a new generation, it's a new everything. Men are not going to church as they used to before, because some of them they have different careers, different paths. Then they probably analyze certain things in the church they're not comfortable with, and you find, I heard one gentleman stated that when you're in church, in his opinion, the pastor talked down to men a lot. It's like he degraded men and he kept putting women on a pedestal.
Yes, that's true.
So men started feeling a particular way and they started backing away.
Yeah.
Because everything was about woman this and woman this and the woman. So what about the men? So a lot of men started refraining from going to church.
Don't you think the pastor wants some of these women in church?
Well, Platinum, to be quite honest, we're going to say it, we're going to be truthful. People are going to hate us tonight, but a lot of these pastors, they do the hanky-panky and they do mess around with some of these women in church. We see it all the time. We hear about it all the time.
Yes.
We are not buttering it up. We are telling you the truth. And a lot of you out there know that. Also, there are women who specifically go to church because of the pastor. They are after the pastor.
Hallelujah.
What you think they're going to church for? Just to sit down and say hallelujah and throw themselves on the front side and beat up? No.
You know, I'm going to pastor school in July.
Oh, geez. Wish luck.
Then you know, see the pastor them have the big house.
Right.
They have the nice cars. The wife look stunning.
Spectacular.
Right? And they have the big church. So I feel like my father's a pastor.
Okay.
Yeah, my father's a pastor. That's why I don't go to church, because he tried to get my damn money. But he should be giving me the collection plate.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be throwing that collection plate and say, son, take something out of it. He's not doing that.
But he lives a good lifestyle.
Huh?
He lives a pretty nice lifestyle.
Of course. I went up to his house. He live on a hill.
Wow.
And I drive up. I said, God, damn, this where you live, son? I said, yeah, come in and have something.
And a big contribution to that is the church.
Yes, a church.
Right?
Yes.
And a lot of Christians and church-going people tonight, they are going to be pissed off because people don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
I am against being a part of an institution that the people to the top constantly keeps moving up.
Yes.
Constantly keeps living a nice, comfortable lifestyle.
Life. Yes.
Constantly keeps being provided for, driving the best, eating the best, looking the best, living the best. And me as a normal little member, I'm just there. I'm stagnant. I'm not moving. Yeah. But I keep going into my purse. And I keep handing and putting because I was conditioned to believe that I have to offer and give offering, and it's for the betterment of the church, and it's for the betterment of the congregation, and it's for the betterment of the pastor. I think it's about high time pastor assign their regular jobs and don't depend on the church to be dishing out payments for their services as a pastor. I think this is nonsense.
Prestige attack bull. ATM. You know the church has an ATM machine there.
I don't really attend church, so I don't know what's going on in there.
And the pastor have cash app and they don't read from the Bible again.
Right.
They read from a tablet. Pastor
Wow.
have them tablet.
So it's high tech.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Pastor them have them tablet and them just scroll through.
Right.
The Bible. The
Of-
Bible is
it's of
out.
no more. It's
Yeah.
obsolete.
Yes.
Wow. I think my dad earlier was explaining to me that he heard of a pastor that won some type of money, and she immediately shut down the church. She was gone. The congregation can't find her. She won money. I don't know if it's a lotto or some lottery.
Yeah.
And the minute she got that money, she was
just
gone.
out. Yeah.
So apparently she was depending on the church to be filling her pockets. But now that she won the money, she disappeared.
When the pastor dies, when the pastor and his wife dies, and the kids do not have nothing to do with their parents or the house, what happened to the house?
I have
think the house
I have
should
no
go to-
idea. I
to
am
somebody
not
in the congregation.
I have no idea. A congregation, a person who attends a church can answer that. I have no idea.
Okay.
Absolutely none. Right? But tonight the question, for those of you who are just joining us, Pinky and the Brain Talk Show, Prestige ATM,
And Platinum, the money making machine.
and we are highly hanging out and discussing and asking the question, is the pastor destroying my relationship?
Of course.
And this is a question we want women who attend churches to ask themselves, right? Because a lot of you are lonely, a lot of you lost out, a lot of you, the men walked out, they left because you were not applying the proper ways and means in order for you to have a smooth relationship with your mister at home and pay more attention to your partner than putting so much emphasis into the church. So a lot of them end up being lonely. A lot of men walked out. And we're living in a time now where a lot of men are walking out because they've been putting up with it for years upon years upon years. And it's getting tiring.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
That's true. Especially if her family, if the lady family is a church going family and the man is not a church going, the family is gonna tell her that listen, or the pastor's gonna tell her that listen, this man have to come to the church and baptize. You cannot come to the church and you're not married or the man is not of the church.
Right. Right.
So she gonna stray, and then she's gonna start to look somebody inside of the church.
Right. Or
Just
she's
because
going to
it's a
move a
pastor.
different way at home because she's
Yes.
been conditioned and
Yes.
listening to what this pastor is saying. And this man is telling people all these type of stuff based on what he believes and passing it on. And you are making women stray and destroy their relationships.
Yeah.
I don't care how people look at it tonight. It's the truth for
Yeah.
a lot of people. And a lot of women maybe can vouch and sit down and say, you know what? I kind of believe I listened so much and I was so much in belief of this pastor. And while he's living his nice, comfortable life with his wife, I took on what he was saying and I lost out at home. It's
Yeah.
either my husband and I or my partner and I, we don't do well anymore. It's either we split. It's either we're living as brother and sister in the house. You know how many couples living as brother and sister in the house?
Yes.
And pretending and acting everything is all right out there for people.
Yeah.
And you will see who's dressed nicely attending church, chipping, and the gentleman, if he goes to church maybe or not, and acting and pretending. But these people live like brother and sister.
Yes.
Sometimes they share separate rooms,
That's right.
right? One person I remember, they reiterated to me that him and his wife, they now share separate rooms because she is so wrapped up in the church. She doesn't want him touching her anymore.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out if it's to
What?
take counseling.
Yeah.
He said he wants no counseling from the pastor.
Let me not tell you what
He
for
don't think the pastor could help. He wants counseling from a therapist, an actual therapist or psychologist.
Tell him say I'm wasting money. You know him? If you know him, tell him what me say. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to give you a joke what happened to a couple that I hear about in the church. The girl met the guy in the church and she liked the guy. But the pastor said they have to get married before they have sex.
Right.
So she waited and they got married. it was sex time. Because they're married now.
Right.
They honeymoon. So, you know, they're going to have sex on their honeymoon.
Right.
And the guy came quick. And she called one of her church sisters to talk about it.
Right.
The church sister said, give him another chance. Because when she was a Whirlian, I guess that didn't happen to her.
Right. What you say, a William?
A Whirlian. She was a Whirlian.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but I'm understanding it too.
95% of who's in church was a Whirlian at one time.
Right. Of course, they
So
were people of the world.
Yeah,
as they
people,
call
and they're
us.
still people of the damn world.
Right.
I don't know why they X themselves out of the world.
They're trying to say don't live the lifestyle that people who are not baptized live. Right.
What
So it's a lot
lifestyle
of Christian people are very judgmental people. I don't care how they dice it up. I'm not cutting what you're saying, but I'm just making you and they understand, and they know they are very judgmental people.
Yes.
A lot of let's say religious people, not just Christian, but religious people, they are very judgmental, and this is one of the reasons you find some people stay away from attending church and organizations. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the honeymoon. This is the honeymoon. And the guy came quick.
Okay.
And she called her church sisters to discuss what was going on in their marital relationship. And she said, give him another chance. She gave him a fourth chance.
Yeah.
And he came quick again.
Okay.
And she decided to end the relationship.
Because of that.
Because of ED.
Right, erectile dysfunction.
Erectile dysfunction,
Mr. Ed.
yes. And she left him.
Wow.
And they divorced, and he was sitting on the other side of the church, and she was sitting on the other side.
So they're still attending the same
They
church.
still attended the same church.
Right.
She's on one side and he's on one side.
Right.
And the pastor should say, test your wife. Test out your wife. If you want to make this person your wife, test out first. Give her a test.
A test run.
Give the car a test drive.
Right.
Give her a test drive.
Right.
Just push it in and see if she will like it.
Push the key in the ignition.
Yes. And work it and put it in drive.
But they did.
Eh?
Buy the car and test it.
And by the car never test it. By the time I put it in drive, the car goes, the brother come long time. Oh, I don't want to act out that. I don't want.
That's ridiculous.
They might say, what's going on over there?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, wow, it's already half an hour, half time already.
Yeah.
Time flies. Right, but I understand your point and what you were expressing in regards to the couple.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot. It happens a lot, right?
That's why I don't bring no girl to meet my father.
Uh-huh.
Because he's going to tell him to come to church.
Right.
Yeah, I don't bring them to meet him.
Right.
Yeah, because when he meet them, oh, why don't you come? Why you doing you and Platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Come to church on Sunday.
Right.
So I brought my girl to church one time. To my father's church. And him send me on the collection plate and say him no want nothing other than $20. Me say,
Wow.
and you not feed me, take $1. And she put 5. Me say, hey girl, what you do? Just look up on her, hey girl, what you do? Put 25 cents in the plate.
Right.
She said, why? I said, put 25 cents in there.
Let me give you a little people going to say, oh my gosh, this woman did that. But I went to numerous churches when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Pentecostal, Open Bible, Jehovah's Witnesses,
Boom.
Baptist,
Boom.
Catholic.
What?
You want to go because you're small and people in the village going to church and you don't want to be home bored because I'm an only child.
This
So I had
interesting.
nobody to play with. So I would go to church with all these different people, different.
Well, Prestige. Me a twin, man. When I want nobody to play with.
So I would get dressed and go all over.
Yeah.
But there was 2 other people and myself, friends, and we'll sit together, and one of them came up with this little idea because they find people keep putting money, and we're sitting there and we want little snacks and little this and little thing to eat, and they have to stay too long, and by the time we get on to church, it's just to go back in, and then we have no money.
Mm-hmm.
What? We sitting in as a group, and one of the individuals, when the collection thing was passed around, put their hand in, pretend they putting money, and then took out.
Yeah.
If you see the technique, well, I was a part of the game because I'm sitting with the group. True confession.
I gotta go link you know. I say, yo, but want my money out here.
And when the person opened their hand, well, looking back at it, that was stealing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people would say, no, the church have money, it's not stealing. But it was stealing. And he put his and take out the money. It was a $10 note.
Yeah.
Little kids at that time has plenty money.
Plenty money.
We were so stupid, we bought all in candy.
Wow.
We went to the store
Yeah.
and bought, well, in the Caribbean, they say sweetie or
Yeah.
whatever. We bought all in candy, sat down under a mango tree and ate all the candy. But we got a whole big bag of candy back then for $10.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, we all ate, and when we were done, the guy who stole the money said, "Thank you, God."
Yeah. For real? Wow.
And we were probably 8 and 9, were little kids.
Yeah.
Right? But that was always something, a little thing that and I found something was wrong with it, so then I never really participated. No, I didn't put my hand in, the guy did, but I was with the group.
Yeah.
So it still seemed
Same
like if I'm guilty, I'm a part of it, right?
I bet you
and I still ate in the candy. What?
Are you telling 40 man?
No. But we were little kids. Anyway, so I just drew that as a reference to say that, you know, the church, they have so much money. These churches have so much money. The pastor, who is a big contribution. I don't care what pastor listen or hears us tonight, but you guys, some of you are very, very much so destroying a lot of people relationships based on the advice you are giving women.
Yes.
And it is highly wrong. You need to come up with a different approach, a different plan. All right. Now let's listen to a quick clip here. Pay attention, viewers. This is Joyce Meyer. She's a pastor. She's a female pastor, right? So I want you to listen and pay attention to her. She was asked a question, and this is how she deals with her husband, right? This is how she and her husband, this is how they deal with each other as a couple in the home, right?
Yeah.
So let's take a quick listen about this.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
What would Dave say is the strongest, the best part of your marriage?
Well, Dave and I, we really let each other be who they are, and we've lived together a long time, and so we really know each other, and I know what he needs, he knows what I need. We give each other space to be, like, for example, I need a lot of time by myself because in my job I'm with people a lot. People everywhere, you know, a lot of people know me, so there's just a lot of responsibility there. And I can say to Dave, I feel like being alone tonight. Why don't you go somewhere? And he's like, okay. I mean, you know, he's just like, he's so secure. And I absolutely love that because it is such hard work to try to have a good relationship with somebody that you got to keep propped up all the time.
Wow.
Now, obviously, you know, I'm not overboard with it or rude, but he knows I need that. He understands it. I know that Dave needs to play golf. He needs to watch football. I mean, it's very, very, very important to him. That's something that maybe is a little more important to him than it is somebody else. He's not out of balance with it, but he needs that. He needs me not to complain about it. He needs me not to try to make him feel guilty about it. So we really, I think, just try to give each other freedom to be
we're
who
going
we
to
are.
take this little tag that you just said and play it over and over and over again. So every woman needs to hear that. That is great. You are a great Bible teacher and you simplify everything. Would you please tell us submission? What is that and how does it work in your marriage? Because you are the boss. You are Joyce Meyer.
Well, actually, I'm Joyce Meyer, the minister, the president of Joyce Meyer Ministries, when I'm in the pulpit or when I'm functioning in my professional role or my gifting. But the minute I step down for the pulpit, I'm Dave Meyer's wife, and I have the same responsibility that anybody else does. Submission doesn't mean I don't have a mind. It doesn't mean I don't have an opinion. It doesn't mean that Dave controls everything that goes on, but it's really all about, it's about respect. It's about honoring the God-ordained order. And Dave and I agree on most things, but to be honest, if we really just don't agree about something, then we either leave it alone until we can come to a place of agreement, or if a decision absolutely has to be made, then I have to give way to his decision because he is the head of our home and ultimately the one that's going to be responsible. I've had to work hard on the submission thing
I know everyone wants to know that.
All right. So let me give her applause again. So if this is a pastor, female pastor, of a very big, huge known congregation, the entire world knows about Joyce. And she can state and explain to us and let us know, despite of everything, you heard what she said, when I step down, right? She goes back to her wifely duties, and she is submissive somewhat to her husband, and they understand to know to agree on certain things. And I believe, based on what she's saying, she allows him to be the husband. She allows him to play and execute the husband role.
And she gave him his space.
Right, and she gives him his space.
And she want her damn space. She gonna tell him.
Right,
Go
so
somewhere.
excellent. So I just wanted to play that clip for you guys, for some of you out there who probably think that certain things should just be one way. And because of the fact that I am going to church and I'm the woman, you know, I'm serving my supreme being, and nothing is going to keep me back, and nothing is going to stop me, and no one is going to get in my way. Mind you, you took a vow and you have your husband. Now, I'm not saying all of you, but some of you. You have a partner at home. You have a companion at home, and you keep neglecting and spending all day in the church, right? And here is a pastor, female pastor, woman, who is stating and explaining to us and giving us a whole itinerary of how she operates and how she deals, because once she steps down that pulpit, she comes back into her own little wifely zone.
Right.
And she just moves as an ordinary wife.
That's good.
All right, so
want me time.
you wanna what?
I wanna meet her.
You wanna meet her?
Yeah, man, get some of the money.
Oh wow! So this is pretty much it. The time now. It's almost time for us to leave. I had fun.
Yes, I had fun.
I hope you had fun.
Of course.
People, we had to touch on this. It's something that needed to be touched on, and a gentleman encouraged me to talk about it on his behalf. So I said, okay. So I hope he listened. He said he was gonna listen, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it, he's a very mild, soft, easygoing. He's the type of guy that the woman could run over. He's not manly, masculine. He's very soft and subtle, and you know. So I think he's afraid of her. He's scared, because he said even sometimes he tried to voice her and say, "Honey, well, you don't have to go to church today. Let's do something else, or you know, let's try doing this, or let's try doing that." She don't want to hear it. And he said she will bark at him and yell, "No, I have to go and serve my God. What is wrong with you? It's either you're coming or you're not coming. And you are not going to make me break up my relationship with my God." And blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
I mean, she should have in her life.
Wow.
When I tell her some bad word from me, I sort of Hong Kong.
Well, he's more the calm, relaxed type of dude, right?
You never compare with me for your day.
Okay.
I'm going to show him more things, man. Take him phone and put Instagram and Twitter and them something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, viewers, we're gonna just give our final thoughts. Platinum, I have a surprise for you.
Wow.
There is something that I want you to participate in. It's Easter weekend. We're gonna
say something you give me.
Yeah, I'm giving you something.
All right.
It's Easter weekend. We're gonna have a little to end off the show.
Yeah.
And to end off our Easter holiday. I hope you're happy when you see what it is. The way you're right?
Yeah.
We are going to do a minute to win it challenge.
Yeah, all right.
We're going to do a 1 minute challenge, right? It's something that we have. I'm going to prepare on the desk, on the table here. It's something that you kind of use your hands for. It's something that it's something that we have to use our mouth, right? So I'm going to put this stuff on the table. The viewers are going to be looking.
No.
You have to be a good sport.
What kind of mouth thing you have?
Stop getting that way. Stop getting that way. So let me just bring the items on the table, right?
All right.
And the interesting part is I'm trying to do it now because time runs out fast. So I don't want us to do it and end of the show and then we don't have enough time, right?
Oh, me have to talk with my mouth.
No, you have to. We're gonna shift the mic over. Audience is gonna be looking. right? So it's a competition between you and I.
Yeah.
We have to see who is gonna remove items from one bowl and place it in a glass.
I have to use my mouth for do
You
that.
have to. You cannot use your hands.
Right, yes.
And the person who fills up the glass is the winner. The loser have to drink an egg. So we are going to try this tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I always wanted to understand what a raw egg will taste like. Have you ever had a raw egg?
Hell no.
Well, we're gonna see who's gonna lose tonight, and we're gonna see who's gonna just be a good sport.
All right.
Oh gosh, I couldn't get a better co-host. Oh gosh, nice try.
Oh my God.
He's always a willing participant. All right. So let me get some type of little Right, so we have some music there playing. Let me get the items, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a few.
Well, I take say out the item them lock already.
No, I had them there.
Oh,
So this
right,
is yours. So here we
Show the people them
let's
where
show
they.
them.
Yeah.
These are the bowls, right?
Show them where they in our bowl.
We have these pasta here,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, we have to take the pasta,
From where we gonna take the pasta?
take it with your mouth, and you have to pull it into the glasses. We have 1 minute. We have absolutely 1 minute. 1 minute. It's done. Right? We have 1 minute. And then the person who loses is Easter. It's Easter weekend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna push the mic away for a little bit so you may not hear us completely, right? So just pay attention. So and then egg, right? The loser have to drink a raw egg. Oh boy. All right, platinum. So I've never had a raw egg, platinum. So I want to see how this goes.
I you know my name Platinum Chicken. You want chicken grown on me? You want the chicken to grow?
So we're having a little fun.
Yeah.
So let's begin. Put your pasta into the bowl. We're gonna empty them into the bowl. Each bag has like 100, I believe. Right? Don't try to cheat, man. Don't try cheating. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Right. So the thing here is now, make sure viewers are seeing, put your glass up front so they can see. And I'm starting to pop. Yeah. Don't use your hand. You're using just your mouth. Let's see who can finish. Ready, set, you go. No hands back though. But no hands.
Hey, what kind of?
No.
You want your screen? You winning now?
Come on, platinum. You have to pick up all the ones on the table.
Win.
Stop. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your mic platinum. Woo. So we're gonna look at it now.
Yeah.
That was exhaustive and tiring. So
All right.
this is my glass.
And this is my glass.
All right, so let's put it together.
Yeah.
So
All right, I win.
oh my
What
God.
a game.
Wow. So it seems like I have to oh my God, it seems like I lost.
Yeah, make up be nice on the camera. Yeah. People that might think there's something I go on to right.
So ladies and gentlemen, I lost.
Yeah.
Even if I was the one who put the game together, I lost. So let me be let me be a good sport and drink my raw egg. It's Easter. We just decided to play a little Easter game.
All right, swallow it down. Make sure everything go down.
Ooh. Now see you crack the egg, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. And I was hoping you lost.
Yeah.
I was hoping he lost.
My fast, man. My fast.
So I'm going, oh gosh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going to
out
take on the
bird.
white.
The bird.
Right?
The chicken.
Right.
Pack.
So I'm going to take out the white here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking out. Right? And you seen me?
Yeah.
Oh God.
What you mean? Oh God. Drink that. Drink that. Drink that shit.
All right, I'm going to drink, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get some juice close by. Count for me.
Huh?
Count for me.
How much you want to count to?
Up to 3.
1, 2, 3. Alright, take some juice and wash it down. Yes. What you mean? Vitamin B that and D.
Woo, all right. Woo. So it didn't taste too bad.
No, it tastes too bad.
So that was just our little challenge here to end our show.
Oh, yes.
You you call it what do you call it? Minute to win it?
Yes.
So Platinum beat me at the minute to win it. So
Yeah.
the egg is the first time I've ever tasted a raw egg, and it slid down my throat. So that was good. I didn't really get the taste.
Yeah. And you know, Missy Elliott named the song after me. 1 minute.
Alright, good. So ladies and gentlemen, we are coming down to the counting down.
Yeah.
And I'm relaxing with the egg on my stomach. Didn't taste too bad. But I guess it adds extra vitamins into Prestige.
A, B, and C, and D.
Oh boy. So I hope you guys like enjoy that little piece watching us compete against each other. And of course, I lost.
That was fun. That was fun.
But I think you were cheating, you know.
No, I mean, I ain't cheat.
All right, good. All right, so let's wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen. Final words, Platinum, in regards to...
Want big up some people first.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and big up your people.
No, big up who you want big up first. And then, you know.
Well, pretty much Pamela.
Yeah.
Pamela in Jamaica. Hi, honey. Miss Sandra, these people in Trinidad, Mr. Douglas, Anissa, Siobhan, Miss Pearlie, Lowell, Mr. Douglas, did I call? And I have Sly, Kevin. Oh, there's so many people to call. I can't call everybody. You know, Mr. Harper, all these people, all our supporters. Special good night, and we appreciate your support. Omar and all these people, special good night.
I want to big up Danette. I'm over there in Greater Portmore in St. Catherine. Yes, and we want to big up Pat over there in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine, and Ashery over there in Greater Portmore in St. Catherine. And I want to big up Joy, my brother Anne Gordon, that's Jungle. And I want to big up Paulette. I think she's in Atlanta. I want to big up Carolyn from out of East Orange, New Jersey. And Tiffany from out of East Orange, New Jersey. Big up Johnny from out of New York. Vic from out of New York. And that's it.
Okay. So we have all the people that we give our big ups to, our shout outs, and we hope everything, is working out pretty well with everybody out there. And again, we appreciate highly, we appreciate your support.
And big up to you from over Ivory Road, Kingston.
All right. So we are getting ready to exit the building here.
Yes.
Tonight, our topic pretty much is the pastor destroying my relationship. And in my opinion, the pastor, he does. You have to take a little blame, and it's because based on certain things you are telling women in your congregation, based on certain things you are encouraging these women on, yes, it's fine for them to believe in their supreme being. Yes, it's fine for them to worship. It's fine for them to attend church. But based on certain things that you express and you say, some of these women are neglecting, and they look up to you. They see you as their superior. So you have a power, you have a certain type of authority as the leader of the church. And most times, a lot of times, anything that you say or anything that you offer or state, a lot of these congregation members, they follow and they go through because they have this high belief in you, right?
Yeah.
Your messages and your services and all your biblical testimonials and all these things, it passes through as the divider and the connector to their supreme being. So you are passing through all the stuff from their supreme being onto them based on the words that are coming out of your mouth. So they have this belief in you, they look up to you. So therefore, whatever you say, they follow. And a lot of times, some of you are given incorrect advice to these women. And a lot of these women are ending up lonely, or they are not doing too well at home with the husband, especially if the husband is not a church-going gentleman. You find if a church-going woman and a non-church-going man is together, a lot of time that relationship has fiction.
Yes.
Because one goes to church, one doesn't. So it's two different lives, but they're married, or they, and as you said earlier, that's when the pastor will sometimes say, you know what, he's a man of the world.
Yes.
You need to get a brother from the church. But sometimes a brother from the church, remember, these men were men who were once on the street.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
Yes.
So we could go on and on about this, but that's my final words for now. Platinum, final words?
My final words for now is if you're going through abuse relationship, and the pastor said, try to work on your relationship, try to come together, find a counselor, find somebody else to give you advice, because that's only going to bring drama to the relationship and you might end up dead. So sometimes you go to your pastor for advice, and sometimes it's not good advice. So try to find another lane, try to find a worldlian that's into your shoes, that can give you advice on your situation. And these people have to be people that escape the violence of what's happening in your life. And when they escape the violence situation, they can give you a proper advice on how to go about it, how to escape it, and what to do. And
all right.
Yes.
Excellent. And again, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, that egg.
Wow.
Again, for the men out there, if you're in this, if you're in this type of situation, if you're in this type of situation, and you're listening to us, or somebody mentioned that we discussed this, depending on the temperament of your female, you guys need to seek counseling. And if she doesn't want it, or she believes in what she believes in, and the fiction is ongoing, and nothing is going to help, it's your decision to make what you're going to do, how you're going to live.
Yes.
Are you going to stay in this forever, the better or for worse thing, or are you going to jump out? We know some men jump out, some men don't, right? So the decision is based on the couple. Decision is based on the person who think they're being affected the most, right?
That's true.
Very rare you hear a woman say, "Gosh, this man only going to church, and he has no time for me." Most times, you more hear men will complain a bit, especially if, as they say, it's a worldly man.
Yeah.
So probably you guys started off as worldly, and you changed, and he didn't, and this is the results that you get. All right. So we are getting ready to exit the building. We're going to end with some Patrice Roberts and Busy Signal. The song is Oh Baby. And we hope to see you guys next weekend.
All right.
Right?
Keep it locked. Our 747 has landed, and we're about to get on the plane. Get out of here.
And always remember to like and subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And we have a hashtag, Prestige and Platinum 2023, which makes it easier to find us on YouTube and Facebook. Again, Prestige, hashtag Prestige and Platinum 2023. And also, if you want to communicate with us, excuse me, you can WhatsApp us at 868-363-9009, or you can send us an email at pinkyandthebrain2023@gmail.com. Right? It's sliding across the screen there.
Want to come over and make me life right.
Right? And that's it. So tonight we are heading out. It was a pleasure as always. And final encouragement Keep trucking, keep going. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot. And always remember to be the best version of yourself. And be free-spirited. Love each other, love yourself. Keep focused, and as I say, keep your mind on money and money on your mind. The Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. See ya.
All right.
Again, sing this song again. Patrice, make me sing again, cause me and your girl, we coming from far. Can't make nobody come between this and one, yeah. Now make them mash we up and make we start war. Cherry, oh baby, say me love with this a song, yeah. Oh, mama, baby, you so smooth, them just you off with a shaman. Head on me shoulder, rest it